Welcome back to Studio Chatter. The holidays can be real complicated. How to keep the spirit of the holiday, what to get that someone that won't tell you what they'd like, or having to put up with that tradition that you really don't like. Let's start right there. What tradition would you like to just have go away?
Our neighborhood got rid of neighbor gifts because we all do like a big thing and give to a charity.
I love that.
It has relieved. Angie and I live in the same
Huge
area.
stress.
Oh, it just takes away so much stress.
You love each other, you care for each other, but now we're not having to worry about that portion of it. Now I just send Christmas cards. It really does relieve a lot of that pressure, and we all know and can give the same thing. So it's neat to have it going towards
Well,
something
I think
big.
there's that fear too that maybe somebody new moved in as of late and you don't really know them yet either. You got the head count wrong, or do you ever?
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
felt that way before too. Like
And getting the
thought-
perfect gift, it's always
right.
more
They
and more
always
and
have
more.
a handle on it, and
What's
then
the
it's
tradition you guys want to go out the window?
Am I even allowed to say?
Yes.
I know.
Say it.
There's believers.
We're bah humbugs. No, we're not. There's just some
Elf on the
traditions.
shelf.
The what?
Elf on the shelf.
Was that the elf on the
The
shelf?
elf on a shelf.
So we want to warn you new moms, just don't even start it.
No.
Angie and I,
We didn't.
because it wasn't even invented.
So here's.
And so the younger kids, oh well, they
Yeah,
didn't get
honey,
it.
we're
So
sorry.
I didn't get the memo. So yes, we have an elf.
How's
But
that
how
going?
did you get? But how did you get away with it?
It wasn't.
I think my
Because
girls were
every-
old enough, and then Bo didn't know about it. No one really talked about it to him.
Yeah.
So yeah, because they obviously they're going to school, and so showed up this week, and somebody's didn't, and like they're all showing up at different times, and then that was kind of convenient. Some parents are very clever that some are getting broken legs and injuries, so they're
they're in
stuck,
the-
and they're
They're in
stuck
ICU for the
You
month.
guys, it just seems like such a headache and a heartache.
I think
That would
that-
be like Tooth Fairy nightly.
Yes, every night. And to come up with something grand every single time.
So I think the best thing that I've heard this year is people are sending their elves on missions. So they've been called to serve for 2 years. So, which is fantastic.
Oh, I love that idea.
But
They're going
after
to
2
Thailand
years,
for 2 years.
they are not
And you
coming back.
put them in a little box and send them away.
No, it really
Send them
is
to
adorable.
grandma's.
So they're getting them, the
That's
little
awesome.
tags and the works, and
That's a
then
good idea.
and
But
reading
then
out
you
their
have to,
papers
like,
to call. So
Do you take
I
them
don't know.
somewhere
I
to
don't
the
know if they're
airport?
taking them to the MTC
Post
or
office
to the.
in a cute box.
There you go.
What about you?
I don't know, you guys. I love traditions. I really do like it. This is so funny, but as my kids have gotten older, like to put cookies out for Santa. I only have a 17-year-old left, but it's traditional because we believe. But then I feel like Santa thinks he has to eat what he puts out, all of it.
Well,
So I have this like hardship about putting it out
so
because then Santa has to eat it all
Do you
before he goes
also-
to bed.
do you also leave carrots for the reindeer?
Yes.
And you have to nibble the carrots too.
Does
So
Bo
it's a
put
good
all that
balance.
out? Me! So Bo's not even the one putting it out.
No, last year I'm like, do you want to put cookies out for Santa?
Wait, but everybody does it. It's the pressure that you put on yourselves as a mom, I think.
It's traditional, so I did. And left crumbs on the plate.
Oh, you have to
Santa
leave
left crumbs on the plate.
Oh, better
sure
than
did.
that. And
good
the
one.
reindeer have to leave tracks in the snow, and sometimes there's dust, and
Oh
I did that reindeer
Yes,
dust for a while. That was fun.
Oh my goodness.
Lots of stuff, guys, we do.
yes.
So what about gifts? Do you think, I think there can be like a spirit of, for example, you love to give a gift. You're wrapping and everything.
Right.
But what about, for me especially, like men? I have a 21-year-old, a 30-year-old son, a son-in-law, husband. I think they all would want Cabela's gift cards.
There
They
you
do.
go.
And then
Easy.
you just wrap it up cute. That's fine.
That's a hard transition though, because I'm like,
It is. It's not gifts anymore.
well, it's just not fun.
No,
but I
you-
need to think it's not about me, it's about them.
And when you pick out a gift for someone, you should be thinking what they would want,
Okay.
not what you think is great that they would
Yeah.
want. Yeah, that's tricky.
Okay, so
But
that
yeah.
was my gift question.
Yeah.
Gift cards are boring to give.
I know, but now I'm getting grandkids, so then that makes it fun again.
Yes.
We're doing little people stuff, which is fun. And you're right in the thick of all
So
that.
I'm trying to recall. We talked about this last year a little bit also about creating memories instead of actually giving gifts. And I think
Yes.
it was maybe
I
it
gave
you
my
or your
mother-in-law.
okay.
And my mom. I took my mom to the Nutcracker.
Uh-huh.
That was her gift, so I gave it to her on Thanksgiving. I gave her a Nutcracker doll and said, I'm taking you to the Nutcracker. Then on Christmas Day, I gave my mother-in-law 2 tickets to Hell Center Theater in Sandy, and I gave her the calendar for 2019 and let her choose what show.
Oh, cute.
So we actually just went in October because she wanted to see Phantom.
Hey, whatever
That is
works.
such a cute idea.
Moms, I mean, it's
They
all-
have everything kind of.
yeah, and they just want quality time with
They
their
do.
girls.
Right, right.
Their
I do
boys,
love the
yeah.
creating memories idea, and we're breaking tradition this year. We're not going to Nutcracker this year.
We saw your tickets up.
But with good cause because
Yes.
we're going to watch the Miss America competition.
That's gonna be
in December this
amazing.
year. So that's kind of our big Christmas
So
this
is the
year.
whole family going? Or?
So just the girls.
Okay.
So my mom, Barrett, and I. But
Oh, that'll make up for it.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
that
so I mean, we get to see a real live ballerina perform on the Miss America stage. So that was kind of our exchange.
Yeah.
Yes. So
That's
we get
going to be
see-
so exciting.
It will be exciting. So, but then
Okay.
we will be back to our Nutcracker tradition next year. I promise.
I looked up tickets. I wanted to take my daughter and go, but
We did it last year, or maybe it was 2 years ago. I took my girls up there, and then we spent the night, and it was fun.
it's a fun
It,
thing.
it is a fun tradition. Yeah.
Yes. What about holiday foods? What are you famous
What am I
for?
famous for?
Yes.
Probably nothing food-wise, but
Her gifting.
Oh yes,
but my
your
gifting
gifting
is great. But food-wise, I usually get the pre-made items. I get the rolls from Shirley's.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with
something
that.
like that. That's
Okay.
usually my go-to. I do the 7-layer dip, and my grandpa, I am famous maybe for that. My grandpa made a chip dip, super simple. It's cottage cheese, cream cheese, milk, and then garlic, and then salt and pepper. And you just blend it all together, and then use like Lay's or Ruffles chips. And so almost every party I go to, we do that.
Ooh,
Yeah,
yummy.
it's just a yummy appetizer.
Okay.
So grandpa's chip
So
dip.
if you're into dips at all,
Uh-huh.
Costco has a new one this year also, the jalapeno artichoke.
I've heard about
It's
this.
very good.
And it's new.
I hadn't seen it until this year, but I'm a jalapeno person.
That sounds
I like hot.
I do
So we
too.
always add a little bit of green chili to our table also. That's kind of our
Ooh, yummy.
tradition.
What's your food that you take?
I don't. I have my mom make the green chili. No, I have it's a dip also, but I have kind of a famous little shrimp dip that I'm
Okay.
always assigned and tortilla
And I
rolls.
bring Costco shrimp platter. That's my job
Hey,
always.
whatever works.
My theory is if Costco makes it better than me, why would I even make it?
Right.
And they make most everything better
They
than me.
do. Well, no, probably not, but it's easier.
So for my food, it's not me, but my grandma would always make apricot pie.
Interesting.
You guys, it's just tart. It's like, so for Thanksgiving, my mom made it. She makes it for Thanksgiving and then again for Christmas. And I think it's just that thing about only eating something
Once a
or
year.
twice a year.
Yes,
That
makes
you're
it
eating
special
it and
and
you're just
yummy.
like, oh my gosh, this is heavenly.
Yeah. Yes, we have the same thing with prune pie.
And is
Sounds-
it with a crust on top?
Yeah, it's just crust, but it's like you do your apricots and then thicken it with tapioca. Oh, and then vanilla ice cream.
learn to
have
make it and
some
bring
so
us some. Yummy.
Yes.
Coming up next on Studio Chatter, tell your waistline to ignore the next segment. We're talking about food.